I'm gonna go and get straight to it, man. You want to live in better condition. Why I started self improvement. The real reason. It's for the simple fact that during my high school and my middle school year, I got tired of people telling me how I look, and I got tired of people of coming at me, mistreating me, and all these sorts of other things, right? That I went through in my past. Now I'm doing self improvement just for the simple fact that I love it, and I'm in love with the progress and the process too. Like, damn, man, I want to keep doing this forever. Like, self improvement is like a drug to me. Like, I have to do things that literally help me to improve and to elevate. And there's nobody else that's gonna tell me to do all these things for myself because I want to do this. And majority of people in this world look at self improvement as like it's a bad thing subconsciously. And I say that because when people see you doing better in life, and when they see that you're doing things for yourself, it's an insult for them, and they tend to start to really build malice, jealousy, and all these sorts of other things. And it's like, damn, man, that shit's crazy. Like, I thought these people were just really just to support you and everything, but really they just love and hate on you. But that's the down, really the bad side of like really the cons of self improvement. Yeah, the cons. You will have people who will try to knock you off your path, your friends, whoever, that will do anything to get off your path. And they will gaslight you too. Let's not forget, they will gaslight to make it seem like you the crazy one for your beliefs because they can't comprehend or what you understand. So, of course, they're gonna say that you're crazy and that what is Zay? What is all these words? What are you talking about, Zay? Like they just can't. They're not open minded. They're not open to other people's point of view, their perspectives. They're just not ready to really reciprocate on what's being told them because nobody has ever showed them or told them the information that you told them, or nobody just really haven't showed them self improvement because it wasn't enforced, and that's what society wants. They want to think that you have to really, really have a tendency. They really want to make sure that you want. They want like, Lord, my mind is racing. I got so much to say about this topic, but they make it seem like you have to be around people a lot, but you don't. I understand that we are humans and we be around each other, but there's got to be a time where we have to give each other space because, and that's another thing. A lot of people look at it as bad too, like, oh, you give me space, like I already have enough space. Um, that's not this thing. There's a thing called being too attached to somebody, and what happens when you leave somebody too attached is they'll start to like really check up on you and everything. And they'll call you, text you, and start asking you for stuff and expect you to give them something, but you don't have to do that. You aren't obligated to give somebody something, man. If you want to give somebody something genuinely, do that. But don't do it because they established an obligation. That's you see, make that it's an obligation. Like, oh, you my friend, you my boy, da 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 da. But look, we all grown. We all have our lives. We all have our own money. I understand that you're trying to give your generosity to me, but we gotta have we both and you most definitely gonna have to get everything out of your pocket. Like for instance, some people like your friends will ask you for some money or some shit like that, or it could be not just money but just anything. It's like, damn, is this person really doing it just to get something in return, or this person just do it just because the person just want to genuinely give me something, not expect anything in return? And that could be tricky too, cause that's the questions I had to myself, man. It's like, damn, but then then I realized, like, I had to be really aware of how, like, the way they said it and their tone of their voice, because that's the only way you'll know. It's how they say it towards you, not what they say or how they say it. But you will have people like that will really knock you down, and people will tell you that you crazy, and they'll look at you like you weird or like you're pretty much an outcast, to sum it up. When you start doing things for yourself, you are automatically an outcast. I had to tell you that. Your family is going to start saying, oh, you too good for da 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 da, or you can't be. Look, man, family is family, but that ain't an excuse to really be putting up with toxicity, narcissistic behavior, and negative emotion in general. If your family is like that, man, then deuces. But if they're the opposite, man, stick around them, help them out. Do the good things for your family. But yeah, like that's what I mean. When your own family and your own friends, they will start to look at you like an outcast. And from what I'm telling you, I'm going through this myself. I'm still with some of my family members, and I had a few people that just looked at me like I'm crazy and really gaslight me for explaining something to them that they never been told. And it has something to do with self-improvement. Like, I'll tell people, like, I eat healthy. I'm a vegetarian, transition to a vegan. Are you a health freak? Are you a health fanatic? Like, these negative words don't really affect me because, like, these let me know that that's something that people have a hard time doing. And it's easy for them to say something negative about it because they have nothing positive to say. But it don't really affect me anymore because, like, that's their flaws, not mine. Like, that's one thing I see that they can't do. But in my head, I'm thinking that shouldn't be an excuse. Even though you see me doing something that you can't do, that shouldn't, be an excuse for you to really knock me down. Like, really secretly knock me for being healthy. You get where I'm coming from? Like, I'm talking to you I'm literally talking to you like I'm talking to you, like I'm on FaceTime. But yeah, man, shit really crazy. Like, as soon as you try to do better, eat healthy, exercise, man. Like, there'll be some people. Another thing too with self-improvement. Be prepared for, like, people, like, coming up to you, because people gonna come up to you, start be open to their problems, da 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 da, and that's up to you what you want to do. Like, as far as, like, listen to them or just figure out a nice way to just say, hey, like, make an excuse if you don't want to hear what they have to say. But don't do that. Please don't do that. It's up to you what you want to do. But there'll be people that come to you and ask, like, for advice and be open to their problems. All because, for the simple fact that they see you doing your thing, living this reality in your own way. And they're not used to seeing some people like that. So, of course, they're going to come up to them and be like, hey, da 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 da. You get what I'm saying? To be open. But be careful with those types. Like, be careful with that too. Because there could be some people like that's really, bad. And you have to really be really aware of this person, really. And I say this because, like, there could be some people that they say, hey, I'm going through this, and that, and they seeking for help. And you figure out what it is, and it's like, should I really help this person, or should I just be like, no? Then you think about it, be like, no. And then you say no, then people will be like, well, why you didn't do this? Well, because for the simple fact you already know that you can't help this person. Because what this person has told you, you haven't went through. You try to give a little piece of advice, but it didn't really help them because you haven't went through their shoes and went through their experience. That's another thing I want to mention. Like, everybody has their own, experiences with what they go through. But yeah, just keep doing this for you. And that's another thing. Don't, like, do this for you. You want to live a better condition. So the only way for you to do this is just work on yourself. Work on your tone of voice. Work on how you carry yourself. Work on your diet. Work on your health, your mental health. Work everything. You know the easiest way to do this? What it helps me out, and I'm gonna tell y'all. Gratitude. Affirmations. Tell you right now, the best decision I ever made in my life. After practicing these two things that I just mentioned, it will take a lot of time for you to really do these two things because people do these things, and I am one of them. I was ignorant, impatient. But as soon as I, gave it time, doing, expressing my gratitude and practicing affirmations, I started to see some of them taking place, bro, in front of my eyes. Literally in front of my eyes. I can't make this up. There's like a few of them. It says, I am wise, I am intellectual. I kept saying that so many times, and here I am, catching myself saying wise, like being a wise, catch myself being wise and, being intellectual. I said, dude. And I kept repeating these for months, for days. And over time, man, I became, like I said, more wise and intellectual and all these things that I affirmed, that I manifested. This stuff works. If it doesn't work, you're just not giving it time. Or, a lot of people will say, take care of yourself. It's another thing, too. Or why it won't work, because you're not, fully probably taking care of yourself. But those two things will help you really improve your mindset, really help you with your mental health. I'm telling you. And look, even like famous people even use these, like affirmations, gratitude, practicing gratitude, like Oprah Winfrey. Uh, what's the actor name? Dang it. Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey practiced law of attraction and manifested his way into a movie. You telling me law of attraction, all this stuff isn't real, dude? Like, tell me why people have like really opening ceremonies, like really not ceremonies, I mean testimonies on video, like real testimonies on this app, and testimonies from like being on documentaries and talks about this works, on how it works for them and how did it happen. You gonna sit up and tell me this is not real? You're just not giving it enough time. That's it. But this is why I do self-improvement, man. Just for the simple fact, I want what's best for me. I want to live in a better condition. And that should be the main reason why you're doing self-improvement. Don't do this because of seeking for others' approval and attention. Seek for your own. That's what matters. Learn to love yourself. Constantly say I love you. Start expressing your gratitude every morning before you go to bed and as soon as you wake up. Did this myself, and it's like a whole, like it's like an ocean wave being. I'm telling you, that's what it's done for me. It feels like the waves of an ocean just flowing through. When every time I keep practicing these affirmations, like my health, like my mood, just gets a lot better from practicing gratitude and doing I am affirmations. I don't know. It may seem like I'm keep doing this, but it's like I never did this video for so long, in first time forever. Well, actually, I take that back. I never really ever did a video where I had to like really talk this long, but just stand at the camera, really just stare. That's something to get used to. But yeah, man, do this for you. Do this because you want to live in a better condition. You want what's best for you. Fuck everybody's thoughts. Fuck everybody's opinions. No, that's subjective. Do this for you because you love you. Real shit. But thanks, man. I really appreciate you for taking the time of your day to watch this video. If you find it valuable, if you find it helpful, leave a like. If you'd like to express your thoughts, leave in the comment section down below. If you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications and all that good stuff. But this is a lifestyle. Thank you for watching. Love yourself, protect yourself, and I'm out.